Good afternoon, folks. My name is Hitzemann, County Court Judge here in Hernando County. You folks are here for your first appearance. The purpose of the first appearance is so that you may be informed of the charges against you. I'll determine if there's probable cause for those charges. Probable cause simply means it's more likely than not that a crime has occurred, and more likely than not that you're the person who committed that crime. Of course, as you stand before me this afternoon, we presume that you're innocent of these allegations. That presumption of innocence will stay with you through every stage of the proceedings, unless and until the state attorney's office is able to prove the allegations against you beyond and to the exclusion of a reasonable doubt. We'll set your conditions of pretrial release this afternoon. That is your bail or your bond. In most cases, you've got a bond set already pursuant to the bond schedule here in the 5th Judicial Circuit, or the warrant which led to your arrest. I'll determine if that bond should be raised or lowered or left the same, or whether there'll be additional conditions of pretrial release placed upon you. We'll let you know when your next court date will be. If you'd like to have the services of the public defender, I will gladly appoint the PD to represent you this afternoon. You do have a right to have contact with folks on the outside, family, friends, counsel. If you have not had a chance to make that call, please let me know. We'll make sure that that happens. Finally, and most importantly, you're advised that you do have an absolute right to remain silent with regard to the facts which surround your arrest. I encourage you to do that. These proceedings are recorded. In addition, I have a duo of assistant state attorneys in the courtroom with me this afternoon. If you say something that tends to incriminate you, they will use it against you in the prosecution down the road. I now need each and every one of you there at the jail to please raise your right hands and be sworn.
Right hand side.
You all solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, none but the truth? Outstanding. When you hear your name called, you can step forward to the podium. Michael Bellman. Afternoon, Mr. Bellman. What's your date of birth?
1964, sir.
All right, Mr. Bellman, the new charge we got here today is a grand theft. There's probable cause for that charge. As to that charge, do you plan on representing yourself? You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like me to appoint the public defender?
A public defender, sir. Can I get a reduced bail? I had to have surgery, sir. I was in the hospital the day before for surgery.
Okay. Unfortunately, the bond on this is not going to be your problem, so hang on one second. I understand you have an open case pending right now in front of Judge Merritt, that's correct?
Yeah, that's not going to trial because I didn't do nothing wrong there either.
Okay, well, you'd be shocked to learn that most of the folks there at the jail with you feel the same way. But that's for the state to prove, and we'll figure that out. So what we're going to do on this case, I'm going to leave the bond at the $2,000, and this will be back on December 10th, which is when your other case is coming back. However, the problem you have is this. You had a pending criminal case, 19 CF 1009, when you picked up these charges. Job number one when you're out on bond on a pending criminal case is do not pick up new criminal charges. It appears to me that you have picked up a new criminal charge. Therefore, pursuant to Florida Statute 903.0471, I'm going to revoke your pretrial release in 19 CF 1009. They're going to hold you without bond on that case until the 10th of December. When you get back in front of Judge Merritt on the 10th, you'll have both of your cases there. You'll have an opportunity to resolve those cases then if you wish, but you're not going anywhere until the 10th. The public defender will come see you at the jail before you go to court again, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you.
No, that's all I have before the court.
There you go. Thanks, Mr. Allen. Have a good day.
Sir, you too.
Brittany Logan. Good afternoon, Ms. Logan. What's your date of birth?
2/27/94.
So we're going to have two charges today, possession of controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia. There's probable cause for those charges. As to those charges, you wish to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like me to appoint the public defender?
Yes.
I'll appoint the PD. State what do you got?
An adjudication for petty theft first degree, 2015. That's the only conviction, Your Honor.
Okay. Brittany, have you been staying someplace regular lately or living outdoors? What's going on?
Been staying someplace.
Okay. Do you know the address?
1419 Old Mill Lane.
Okay. And do you have a job these days?
No.
Okay. I'll set the bond on the controlled substance at $1,000, on the paraphernalia at $500. That's a total of $1,500. I'm going to have you back in court on the 10th of December. They might have told you the 11th. The right date is the 10th. If you get out, you should contact the public defender right away. If you can't get out, they'll come see you before you go to court, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Christina Nohel? Afternoon, young lady. What's your date of birth?
7/20/85.
She's got 3 charges today: possession of methamphetamine, possession of controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia. There's probable cause for those charges. As for those charges, you're going to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Public defender.
Appoint the PD. She looks like she's got an open case as well, State.
Yes, Your Honor, with the date of offense of August 17th.
Okay. State's looking for a recommitment.
Yes, Your Honor.
Appoint the public defender. I'm going to leave the bonds on these, Christina, per the schedule, which is $2,000, $2,000, and $1,000, respectively. However, for you, just as in Mr. Bellman's case, job number 1 is don't get new charges when you're on bond. It appears that you did. So, pursuant to Florida Statute 903.0471, I'll revoke your pretrial release in 19 CF 1601. We'll hold you without bond until December 2nd. I'll move this case to December 2nd as well, so both of your cases will be coming back to Judge Toner on 12/2, and he can revisit your bond or resolve your cases, whichever makes the most sense, okay?
All right, thank you.
Peter Aspenleiter? Afternoon, sir. What's your date of birth?
6/28/1981.
All right, Peter, the charge is possession of drug paraphernalia. There's probable cause for that, and looks like you have a hold. Parole violation hold. Is that out of Florida?
Yes, sir.
Okay. State, is this something, well, is this charge going to be the violation?
No, sir.
All right. Man, I hate to take a plea with that, though. At the jail, do you guys know what the story with probation and parole is? Are they going to want to come get him, or what's going on?
I don't have a lot of specifics. It looks like it was an entered warrant, though, and they advised just to place the hold.
All right. You want the public defender, Peter? Did I ask you that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Tell you what, I'm going to appoint the public defender. I'll leave the bond at the $500, but I'm going to give you a return date of December 4th, which is as quick as I can get you back. And then hopefully between now and then we'll know exactly what they want to do with that hold, so we can get a resolution to this case that gets you on your way to deal with your other issues, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, thank you. Caleb Byer. Afternoon, Caleb. What's your date of birth?
2/23/91.
All right, Caleb's got a number of issues here today. The first thing I have is a warrant signed by Judge Heineman. He found probable cause for 1 count of burglary of an unoccupied conveyance. I have a new charge for a burglary of an unoccupied conveyance. I have a warrant that I signed. You failed to appear in my court on a charge of driving on a suspended license and no motor vehicle registration. So there's probable cause for all those charges. As to those charges, you wish to represent yourself. You're going to hire a private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
I have the public defender, but Your Honor, I have information. I was in the Florida Bayonet Point Trauma Center for the FTA.
Okay.
I was actually.
Okay, Caleb. See, you probably will never be found guilty of failing to appear, but that warrant is how we get you back on the docket.
Understood.
Okay, so now we got you. We know where you're at. I'll get you back on my docket. Okay, so I'm going to appoint the public defender. Caleb, you been staying someplace particular lately, or living outdoors? What's been going on?
I've been staying with some friends, but they've moved now, so I have a new residence that I'm going to be going to.
Okay, what's the address where you're going?
That'll be 316 Jenkins Avenue.
Okay, and you have a job these days?
I have been working, but it's not on the books. I've been working at Hernando Beach Seafood.
Okay. Has that been regular, even though it's off the books?
It's been every day.
Okay. Okay, on the two burglaries, I'll set the bond at $2,000 each. Excuse me, $2,000. Those are both coming back December 10th. On the FDA in front of me, I'll set the bond at $500 on each count, so that's $1,000 there. So you're $5,000 all the way around with all your issues. The case in front of me, then I'll have back on the 4th of December. They told you the 11th, I think, but I'll have you back on the 4th on those. If you're able to get out, you should go see the public defender right away. If you can't get out, they'll come see you at the jail. All right?
Okay, sounds good. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Brent Courtney. Afternoon again, Brent. Date of birth?
11/27/1991.
All right, so Brent, now we've got probable cause arrest for the violation of probation. There is probable cause for the VOP. As to that charge, you're going to represent yourself, hire private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Public defender, sir.
I'll appoint the PD. Bond, of course, is no bond. I can't change that. We'll have you back on this on the 10th of December, and the PD will come see you before then, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Conrad Cunningham.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning again, Conrad. Date of birth?
October 6, 1986.
All right, this is an arrest for violation of condition of pretrial release. There is probable cause for that charge. As to that charge, you're going to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Public defender, sir.
I'll appoint the PD. Is his, Rebecca, is his new other case even in the system yet?
It is, but it doesn't have a judge assigned to it.
How did that happen?
I wouldn't.
For 19,
Conrad, don't say anything. Don't say anything.
for 2019
Okay.
CF 2189, I'm showing merits on it.
Oh, it's a felony. So 19 CF what?
19 CF 2189,
Do you had a return date?
and
Probably the 10th.
December 10th.
yes,
Okay. Okay. All right. So here's how this is going to work, Mr. Cunningham. The bond on this, I'm going to set it $1,000. And now with the condition, of course, that you have no contact with Miss Morris, as was explained to you earlier. However, because this charge has been picked up after you got the other charge, pursuant to 903.0471, I'm going to revoke your bond at 19 CF 2189. They're going to hold you without bond until you get to court on the 10th of December. When you come back to Judge Heelis on the 11th, we'll find out what happened then, and we'll have an opportunity to revisit all this with you, okay?
Can I say something?
Sure can, sure can.
I didn't know that I couldn't go to my house. It's actually my house. She came.
Well, if you had listened to me, you would have known it. It was
Yes,
crystal
sir.
clear.
Listen, you said no contact with her. Don't call her. Don't message. Don't have anybody else.
And if you
message
see
or
her,
contact.
turn around and run the other way. Remember that part?
I did. I actually did, Your Honor. I actually did.
Okay, well, Conrad, the affidavit I have says a deputy saw the two of you within a lot less than 500 feet of each other, and you weren't running.
No, sir. I was.
Have a seat.
Sir.
Have a seat.
Your Honor.
Have a seat. Michael McDonald.
Yes, Your Honor.
Michael, what's your date of birth?
April 8th, 1989.
Michael, the charge is trespass. There's probable cause for that charge. As to that charge, you want to represent yourself. You're going to hire private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
Public defender, please, Your
Appoint
Honor.
the PD. Any history state?
no history, Your Honor.
All right. And Michael, you got someplace in particular you've been staying? You've been living outdoors? What's going on?
I was staying with my son's mother. That's where I was trespassing last night.
Okay. And now you know you can't go back there, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Crystal clear?
Yes.
No doubt in your mind.
None.
Okay. I'll release you on your own recognizance, Michael, so they'll let you out today. You're definitely not going back to Fort Dade. Wherever you go, when you get out, you should contact the public defender's office as soon as you can, and you'll be back in court on December 11th, all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Very good. Thank you. Robert Nance.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
Robert, what's your date of birth?
7/29/92.
Robert, the charge today is violation of conditions of pretrial release. There's probable cause for that charge. As to that charge, you want to represent yourself, you want to hire a private counsel, would you like the public defender?
Public defender, please.
I'll appoint the PD. Let's see. Okay. Same situation here, Robert. We'll set the bond on this at $1,000 with the condition that you have no contact, obviously with Roxanne Elamo. Then, of course, because you've got the open case of 19 CF 1972, pursuant to 903-0471, we'll revoke the bond on that one. Hold you without bond on that one until it comes back on December 12th. This case, which is a misdemeanor, will be coming back on the 11th. And the PD will come see you about both cases before you go to court, okay?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Rigio Rajero. Afternoon, sir. What's your date of birth?
06/09/93.
Sir, you're here on a warrant signed by Judge Toner. He found probable cause for a violation of probation. As to that charge, you want to represent yourself. You want to hire private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
No public defender.
I'll appoint the PD. Bond on that warrant is no bond. I can't change that. I'll have you back in court December 6th. I think they told you the 10th. The right date is the 6th. Public defender will come see you before then, okay?
All right.
Thank you. Carl Schmidt. Afternoon, Mr. Schmidt. What's your date of birth?
5/15/85.
All right, Carl, I got two issues. The first is an arrest for driving on a suspended license. There's probable cause for that. As to that charge, you want to represent yourself. You want to hire a private counsel. Would you like the public defender?
I'd like to do a public defender, but I wanted to see if you could drop that down to a misdemeanor today because it's not a habitual offense.
Okay. I'll tell you what. And I know for a fact that frequently when you come in on one of these, it's probably not going to stay in felony court. I'm going to reduce your bond. So let me talk to the assistant state attorney and we'll figure it out, all right?
Okay.
Okay. Dave, what do you got?
Is that it?
No, hang on. We got more to do. Just sit tight.
I'm showing a 2004 adjudication withheld for criminal mischief on a Hernando County and 03 adjudication withheld for petty theft. I don't have any other criminal history.
Okay. And Carl, I got an address for you on Ensley Road. Is that where you live?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long you been there?
Forever.
Okay. You have a job these days?
It's hit or miss. Nothing full time or on the books.
Okay. All right. And so I'm going to set your bond on the driving charge of $500. That one's going to come back on December 10th. I think you're right, Carl, but you're going to have to go to a felony court first, and then they'll bump you down to misdemeanor court, and we'll figure it out, all right?
Oh, they can't do that today?
I can't. No, see, because you've come in as a felony case, and unfortunately, I'm just a hard-working county court judge, and I don't have that kind of authority. But I can tell you, by the time you get down to misdemeanor court, we're going to resolve your court case very quickly, okay?
And that'll be today?
That won't be today. That'll be whenever you get back. So you're coming back to court on this on the 10th of December. This will be over sometime in December, I'm quite certain.
But the bond will be dropped today?
The bond is dropped today. The bond is $500.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Okay, now we got this other issue, which is a child support writ. You wouldn't happen to be Charlene, would you?
No, actually, I've been with Carl for 10 years,
Okay.
and I was just in a severe accident in June. I got back to walking. He's with a hit and miss on the jobs. He just started a job, but it's like a flooring, so it's a hit and, like, if he can get work, my only means of income for me and the kids, so
Okay.
I don't know. I know with my kid's father, they
Okay.
they
Hang on.
R&R'd him.
I'm trying to get him out.
I don't know if
Okay, hang on. I'm trying to get him out, okay?
Yeah, so I'm trying to find out.
Right, we just reduced his bond. His bond was 5,000. I reduced that to 500. Okay.
Thank you so much.
And you're sitting here in court with a bondsman, so my guess is you're trying to work it out.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now on this, so Carl, what this writ means is that a child support hearing officer and a circuit judge determined that you owe child support. They're looking for a cash purge of $1,070. I'm guessing, based on what you told me already, that you don't have $1,070, right?
No, sir.
Okay. Do you guys have any money that you could get to the jail? Now, here's I don't know what Miss Garrison is going to charge you for the bond, but then in addition, we need some money, any number at all.
Can I do $100?
Absolutely.
So 100 plus the bond of 5?
Yep.
I could do that, Your Honor.
Okay. So, Carl, what I'll do on the child support bid is set a cash purge of $100. Sounds like you got a lady here who loves you very much. You
Yes,
should
sir.
be grateful for that. The $100 will get you out on the child support. What I'm doing is finding him in contempt for the child support.
Yes,
The
sir.
sanction is 10 days in the county jail, or until you get the $100 there.
Yes, sir.
So if you and Miss Garrison get down to the jail with your money today, you can get Carl out.
Thank you so much, sir.
And then the other thing I do is start looking into how to get his license back.
Yes, definitely. I was thinking maybe with a hardship or something just to start off with.
Yeah. All right. So Carl, you got that? You hear all that? You understand what's going on?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good day.
All right. Jail, you got anything else for me?
No, Your Honor.
You sure nobody's standing around who needs my wisdom?
Not today.
All right, thanks.